a decent middle ground. Let's see if 9Z can show us some of their promise here in their opening best of one. We've got Try on that P250, and we have a Incendiary out for Tesses. No kit on the CT side. They'd rather have the utility for this one.
Man, there's a Cloud9 round from like, not current Cloud9, from like 6 years ago, a Cloud9 pistol round on the CT side towards B, which I really like, and someone needs to steal. But anyway, enough about that. It is the A-bomb site where 9Z will fall to their doom, it seems. Yabi, Shush, and Cadian quickly dispatching of these players. There's an opening frag from Maxton. He is a bomb carrier as well, disappearing for the time being as DGT takes position in connector, and that's where he will fall. Crimson tomato sauce on the side, leaving Max in a 1 versus 4. Well, this one has been quite problematic for 9Z so far. And we can see Heroic are, they're warmed up, they are ready. They are without mercy. Max is without teammates. He's also without a USP, which will give him some extra range, but there's his third frag. Not going to outstay his welcome. I do wonder how many bullets he has in a magazine. Probably 12 or more, 15 indeed. No need to reload, really. Of course, a reload here would concede his position potentially with some sound cues, so no reason to do that. Tesses has an off angle though. Will Max be ready for it? No. A free one towards the end. A noble effort from Max, but it was too much to ask overall.
Yeah, just a massive off angle there. As you were pointing out, it's basically impossible for him to pre-aim that position, which is why Tesses is just crouched in the open. And so he can land the headshot and confirm the pistol round for Heroic. Still a nice sign of life there that one of the 9Z players at least can get some kills on the board early. And with that extra money, Max decides to drop an AK over to DGT. That's an exciting prospect for this round. I think DGT is normally one of the aggressive players on 9Z. So definitely watch out for him to try and break open this round. Looks like he's going to come through underpass with that hero AK. I wonder if Heroic are ready for an AK against them in this round. Because there was no bomb plant. So it might be unexpected here.
Almost 2 for Yabi, but not quite. Star's got some work to do as well. Excuse me. Cleanup force is here though. That will be cleaned up very swiftly indeed by Heroic. 1 loss is perfectly fine. Outside of Max's efforts in the pistol, only DGT has a frag so far, but that is to be expected in the current scenario. So the buy round is here, and the buy round will include Max on the Mac 10, which isn't something you see every day on Mirage. It can still have uses once you've taken over connector. So we'll see what the approach will be. There's a lot of people heading... Well, they were heading towards... Okay, they are heading towards A. Bit of back and forth, but they've got big intentions. So maybe we'll see some flashes from Maxton, who's in the back with the grenades in the Mac 10. He'll be the grenade man. Give some space to his teammates, and hopefully for him, plant the bomb afterwards. Maybe if his team get entries, he can pick up a rifle later on. So there is the flash. Shush is not blind whatsoever, though, in CT, which is somewhat concerning. More flashes to come, though. The frags will begin for Heroic. Tesses gets the reload next to a molly. Unable to hold on, though. Yabi and Shush remain. That bomb is dropped with the traders immediate. Yabi 1v2 now behind the smoke, praying for sound cues. 1 player on A with the bomb, but 1 player on B with map control, and off the rotation goes.
Yeah, that's a nice lurk to have for 9Z. Just allows you to bring that bomb all the way back. You know that Buddha has full control of the bomb site, and Yabi hasn't moved a muscle here. DGT's a little concerned. There could be a player maybe sneaking in behind. I think he will start to realize that B is clear, and once he gets onto B, it is incredibly difficult to retake that B bomb site. Yabi is now making his move, so it looks like he has the right read. The bomb should cross before he gets here. So it is going to have to be a retake without too much info, but at least he knows one man is on the site.
Oh, DGT went so wide towards the bench. You got the information at the very least. Tags onto both players. The grenade sails in towards bench. Yeah, but he doesn't have a kit. But he's so close already. DGT makes a step. Oh, he just ran out of bullets towards the end there. Yeah, but he couldn't find that last kill. That's so unfortunate for him, but great for 9Z as they were able to close out the round. Things getting quite electric early on in this game of Mirage.
I got so close. Yabi was trying to use that smoke on the site that 9Z put down to see if he could just isolate those fights. He ends up getting given that fight by the bench player. So it was an opportunity there, but running out of ammo just makes it too tricky for Yabi in the end. So 9Z with a much needed first round on the board. A nice opportunity to try and break Heroic's economy early. See, even in this round, Yabi has to go down to a 5-7. Shush doesn't know. Shush doesn't know. Now he spots them. He's out in the open, and he gets away with the kill.
Big flash for DGT, but he's relatively safe in the corner with the angles the CTs currently have. No one in CT for the CTs. Cadian popping out, but can't get anything done. Shush will trade the frag at least, but David looking for something around the smokes. They won't be there forever. Heroic taking more position in the meantime. And again, that lurk is happening towards B. Buddha creeping forward as more presence is shown from 9Z. But look how they're retracting towards the ramp, perhaps in case he finds some success there. But Heroic this time are being very active, maybe reading this before it even fully happens. Shush makes his way towards T-spawn as nothing's happening on A. And maybe they're reading a repeat. Now Buddha has found that no one is on the B bomb site thus far. 49 seconds, that bomb starting to rotate now. Scions maybe being made. Oh, look at these frags from Shush. The bomb is trapped in ramp. And Heroic should have an inkling that someone is likely towards that B bomb site. With that bomb trying to make that rotation again. Buddha now, it's down to him to make something happen to open a door for this bomb carrier, wherever it may be. I can see on the radar, try looking towards CT spawn, and I don't know if he saw Shush or not, but Buddha's creeping towards connector now. As Heroic start to look for that lurker. 15 seconds, and there's a race to get that bomb onto the site. Yabi's just waiting with the 5-7 default plant coming through, and he will be denied. Heroic's reads are so fast.
I just love, how quick that adaptation is from Heroic. They realized in the previous round there was that lurk, there was that decision to go all the way back, and so they instantly adjust in the very next round. They say, okay, let's not let that happen again. Let's make a proactive play. Let's get in behind. Shush does exactly that. And I think especially on Mirage, Heroic are fantastic at timing their mid-round aggression, always being annoying on the CT side. And you can see it here again. They're pushing towards B this time.
Some sound cues for Cadian. He will not outstay his welcome. There may be a challenge in mid though, but Yabi is here to cover. Look how he's taking a tighter angle because he knows if there are people there, they might be fishing for that rotation. They'll do more than that. They'll push through mid. Start looking underneath now as well. Dispatching of these ecoing players. And yes, this is an eco round, but the fashion in which Heroic approach it is so mentally stimulating. It's so exciting to watch. Cadian sees a little elbow. Trying to line up a double peek with his teammate there as DGT continues to jiggle with a Glock, no less. Super dry. Super dry indeed.
Damn. Yeah, that was really, really fun to watch. I mean, even the way Cadian approaches it at the end there, I feel like he tucks back to be with his teammate for a brief period of time and gets the info and eventually can just take the fight to them. Aim punch comes into play when you start landing shots to the body. I just think it's always exciting whenever Stown starts to get activated for this team, because he is the player who I think can be the one standout on a very well-rounded roster. Here come 9Z with AKs out though, fighting towards mid. Stown may not have spotted the man crossing to the right side. It's like Yabi is actually covering it instead. 9Z again grouped outside of A early. This time they have left the bomb back though. I'm sure we'll see the same quick play, and wow. Okay, Stown, no time to waste.
Very active indeed. SS quietly repositioning. Finally there's something. Astound continues to attempt to take liberties. in that mid position. There'll finally be a trade. That'll force Yabby back into a more defensive position on the B-bomb side. What of Cadian? What is the play that he makes now? I think he's in the underpass, actually. He's just picked up the slack from where Stown is. Now, if he clears this, then Yabby can get rotating towards that A-bomb site immediately. And he's already doing that with the smoke that's been posted up. The synergy of Heroic, so impressive, but there's plenty more work to be done. The Molotov to try and stop them making it towards that Tetris position, but bo1 has already done the job. He will fall through those flames, though. Now Tesses can activate as David's got multiple angles to check, but that's such a fast entry from him. Moving forward now, 30 seconds to plant the bomb, but look at the flank from Cadian. He has not been waiting around. Yabby just needs to try and delay, but there will be try to finish him off. A default plant coming through now as Cadian makes it a 1v2. Try dropped. Does he have an idea of where David might be? There he is, to the chagrin of Heroic. 2 rounds then for 9Z.
Yeah, you could see Cadian was hoping that they would just try and play for time there and just hide on the site. Was thinking he could pull the molly out and flush that player out from the default position. But a nice proactive move from 9Z in that scenario where they say, you know what, let's just swing together. We know Cadian has come out through ramp. As long as we swing at the same time, we can count it down and make sure he can't fight us both at the same time. So nice play there from 9Z. Able to close out that round. Showing they've got some fight here, even if they are big underdogs coming into this one. And again, Heroic staying active on the map. This time, Stown sneaking down below on mid while Yabby holds the initial angle. Oh, and Stown just swings.
Man.
Beautiful timing.
There's just no mercy. Could they be any more in synergy, all vibrating at the same hertz? Heroic. Yabby moving back to B then. The T's are waiting. Look at the quick glance from Yabby to get the info. The B-bomb site's compromised, and he continues to force his way forward as Cadian posts up at an angle. He knows a second player is here, but bo1 will give them some space. How do you cross to the site, though? Cadian's still a problem. Utility will be required. He'll force his way through. Looking for the flick. He was so close, but bo1 again with the impact frags, holding on to that B-bomb site. It's going to be a lot harder for the remainder of Heroic to push now, and they don't have the money to fail. But they are here. No kit in the hands of these players. A flashbang, but how much do they invest into this? Shish may have seen an elbow towards that default position from DGT, and now there's a chance for them as they continue forward, looking for the trades down in a 1v1. No kit, he has to force Max out for that peak. Down in the red now, 5 HP for Max. There's no way Stown can win this. He can make it expensive, but it's them who will have the final cost here as they lose the round and all their money. Does he escape with the AWP? I can't believe he got that far out of the site and got the frag as well. Either way, 9Z on 3.
Very cheeky to get away with the AWP, at least finding something. But credit to 9Z. They're handling this early and mid-round aggression from Heroic, and then they're quickly responding and finding their way onto sites. Whenever they see that mid-aggression from Heroic, looks like they find a way to just get into a bomb site because they figure, okay, well, if there is so much commitment towards mid from the CTs, they can't be holding the bomb sites as solidly. So they get into position, they get onto B, and they're showing us they've got a couple of sharp players right here. Couple of nice headshots being landed by 9Z. Nice to see some competitive play from them early. Z most recently played international competition at IEM Rio. They didn't make it to the major. Now another chance to show what they can do here at Dallas. And this should be a great opportunity for them to tie up the scoreline in this one. All grouped outside B early. Utility at the ready.
Oh.
Ouch.
That's a big frag at the beginning for Tesses. Okay. Now things are awkward. They can't rescue the rifles just yet, but they might not even need them the way this is happening. Stown Tesses with a third. There's a minute 20 on the clock. That was a lightning round from Heroic. And with the pistols, they dispatch of everyone. And Exist is happy with that.
I mean, just when you think 9Z have got their foothold in the game, it just slips out from underneath them. Oh man, this is just 2 pistols on the B bomb site, but Tesses, this second shot.
Oh my God, his aim is
Instant
so
adjustment.
good. It is. It's almost robotic. So clean. No wasted movement there. Didn't only dream of being that good with a mouse and keyboard.
That's the thing you've got to give Heroic credit for as well, is in these games, they never take any games for granted. You always see Cadian leading by example. He always brings them into a huddle, and they bring the intensity to every single game. They're not just going to let that round slip by, even when they have pistols and just the saved AWP. They always want to stay hungry, and you see how that affects the swing of this game. Now it's 9Z with Deagles, and they've had to invest all their money just to get Deags into this round. Oh, that's not a nice nade. Well, not nice if you're booted.
Oh!
Oi.
Where are you off to, mate? They won't be... I was going to say they won't be grabbing that AWP anytime soon. DGT will try to, but he will be delayed at the very least. Oh, nice timing there from 9Z. Capitalizing on this damage, or at least trying to. So many flashes. Problems for Stow, and he will drop to a Desert Eagle as well. And Max has got big information. Now he can rotate to help his teammates who aren't stuck behind the boxes. They're able to escape. Tesses may turn. Is he gonna... Did he just crouch peek onto Max? So why are these guys disengaging? They really understand the plays 9Z are making. Always hopping into B and trying to get that rotation in. They're just like, why have they disengaged in mid? They must have found something somewhere. No assumptions made. That's so surgical from Tesses. His second in the round. And now where is he? See him crouch peeking again as it is rifle versus rifle. That pre-fire was almost perfect, but there is the bomb. And there's also a molly. Really killing some time now as these CTs will try to combine their forces to stop a bomb plant. Heroic, too strong on this occasion.
Yeah, that's so well recovered because the Deag shots were on point from 9Z to get them into the round. I don't know if Tesses would have been pre-aiming down below or not. I thought he might be looking up at the apartments. But if he was pre-aiming and ready for the player to sneak up on him, that is so impressive. And these shots though, 9Z, I mean, they're showing us they've got individuals. They can definitely compete in this one. Heroic just having the edge in the majority of these rounds so far. And this one is just against the Glocks. Oh, the team kill isn't ideal.
Team kills aren't as fun as they used to be, man. When it was like, what? You would lose tons of money back in the day for a team kill. There's just not as much on the line anymore. You know, I want it to be a colossal failure if I shoot a teammate. I have AWP'd people through teammates before. That's always good. Got to make it, you know, stylish if you can. 7-3, 9Z will have the 5 AK-47s out for this one. Cadian's got the AWP. 8 for 6 at the moment is Cadian. 1 for 10 is Try. That's a surprising score. It doesn't feel that way, but here we are. Great opportunity for him to try and turn things around. Cadian posted up, looking for that gap. You can see T's cross. Now, what does Testes do with this position? He'll be going forward into a more aggressive spot. Cadian will try to rotate into a better position. Down defending connector in the meantime. His presence in connector should slow things down a bit, but that Molotov will force him away. Look at the info Heroic have. They've got a player in the kitchen now. Some people call the market the kitchen, based on older versions of Mirage, but the kitchen is the kitchen and the market is the market in CSGO. Heroic with plenty of info. They know where 9Z are likely to go unless they make a short play, but it wouldn't be a split without someone in the apartments. And with that information, Cadian heads towards A. And
it looks like a good read right now with that info for Heroic. Oh, this cross crossfire towards Connector could be brutal. Stan wins the first fight. Might not be ready for Yabi. They do swing, though.
Days. The drive-bys from Buddha. How does he do this? How does he get these kills? Did you see caught with a grenade in his hand, and Shush is good for 2. Bomb dropped. And so are the remainder of 9Z. Heroic, they just find the information. After that, it's pure exploitation.
Yeah, but like Yabi wasn't even cleared, and Buddha still flicks around once Yabi doesn't hit him with the instant headshot. But even with some of these good-looking kills from 9Z, they're just not getting close enough to the bomb site, sadly. Second shot. Ooh. Looks like he might be a native player. Don't know if 4x3 would see that. But Shush was one man too many on the bomb site. And that's the thing that Heroic always have up their sleeve. Their bomb site anchors are so reliable. And they have to be, because Heroic will sometimes just leave their anchor completely alone.
Massive anchors. I need partly demos as well. Habits of the opponent. Struggle is real then for 9Z, as it should be, versus a team that likes of Heroic. 1 for 11 now is try. Heroic changing up their setup once again. That scope will certainly be heard by Max. Now we've got 3 smokes for 9Z and no flashes at this point. Tech 9s and Desert Eagles will be dangerous if they can get close enough. And again, they're lurking towards that B bomb site. Heroic taking liberties as Tesses shows some presence. Cadian delivers as well. Repositioning on B immediately. You can see them trying to activate 9Z, trying to find a bomb plant at the very least, but the bomb is the last man rotating over. Tesses gets his bell rung, but support is here. Yabi's low as well. Perhaps there are some chances for these players. Both hiding by the short pillar. Insta trade by Cadian onto DGT. Yeah.
You might get a bomb plant out of it, you know.
Does he start walking though? He can't expect that everybody is here. Can't imagine he just runs straight onto the site, but maybe he does have not much to lose here. And indeed he will. Seems Heroic won't be terribly concerned with a bomb plant. Oh, he's crossed over. Assist needs to be careful now since he's low. He'll pick up the AWP.
I like the attempt here from Try. Had to try and play for the early kill. He'll look to play around the smoke. I don't know if he can do this, though. Yeah, doesn't realize they're going to stick the defuse. So Heroic stick the landing. 9-3.
Even if only the Deagle, they're still hounding for the kill.
Yeah. That's what you like to see. Hungry right now, our Heroic. Hungry, hungry Heroic. You ever played Hungry, Hungry Hippos?
I didn't have money for games when I was a kid.
Aww.
I had no games. I had toys, but no like board games.
Okay.
I had no board games. I was board gameless. Anyway, buy round. 9-3. 6-round lead for Heroic. Oh, looking for 2 is down, but Max will stop that from happening. Try on the AWP. At present, as Max delivers another top mid. Try still struggling for frags at the moment. Oh man, Tessa's just holding the angle. I love the patience there as well. DGT goes past the angle and he comes back and he's just still waiting for him.
Oh, Tesses takes a further fight. Shush had pushed all the way through ramp, so Tesses just so well prepared, had all the info he needed. And Shush's push will get rewarded. Catches Max in the...
The players around B have been super active. Around mid, pushing through the apartments. I'm talking about Heroic, by the way. Like, Tesses has been all over the shop. Very active. We saw the AWP there from Cadian holding the angle while Tesses gets into position. Information plays. Mid presence. Down pushing mid, pushing underpass.
Ooh.
Heroic are playing the TT side like it's a T side. They're setting the pace.
That is 9Z's first opening kill of this map. And it's quickly traded. It's quickly turned back in favor of Heroic. They have no time to waste. Flashes into mid. Fights set up for the Heroic players. 9Z looking desperate in this round.
Heroic saying, this is what peak performance looks like. It's so active. Max probably heard the jump there to triple. Lovely headshot angle from him. Tags down to 10 though. Tag down to 7. 3 HP damage from that grenade. That really must have been the edge of the active area of that grenade. Question for 3 clicks, Philip. What is the minimum a grenade can do in that scenario? 11 to 3. Pretty expected from Heroic, but still, I think a Heroic one-sided half is one of the more entertaining ones you can watch because it's so, just the reads they make, how quickly, again, going back to the beginning of the half, how quickly they absorb the information, the habits of 9Z, which might be demo watching as well. 4 players top mid then. HE grenade in the underpass in case of a fast push, and Stown has some ideas there. They're looking for a player in the underpass, but Cadian's already... Look at Cadian on the radar. Look at this. This is where he is. They're looking from the underpass. He's like, no, I'm off, mate. I'm on a little scooter. I'm on an e-scooter, and I'm going to keep going before the battery catches fire. Oh, no. Weren't expecting that. Flanking the bomb carrier, top mid, with a minute 20 on the clock. Dominance. You know, keeping 9Z's heads underwater. Or Heroic, or at least trying to. But they are still in this round, 9Z. Minutes on the clock. Yeah. And Stown's fighting for connector.
Look at that read, man. 9Z realized with the push all the way through B, maybe we can sneak through short. Maybe the B site is clear. It is. And now David's cutting off the rotate as well. Finally traded, but with the B site in 9Z's control, this looks great for them.
Not too distracted by the plays of Heroic to understand the climate of the round. 9Z have put themselves in a quite reasonable position. Now, Yabi surely has to lurk late with distraction run by his teammates, but will Max focus on his position? There's a crouch pick from Yabi, a ding and a dong, and it's all headshots in the face of Max. DGT and Buddha remain now. Buddha's been dependable. He's been the important man for 9Z in this half. Yabi's got 13 HP as he's killed his teammate. Touches the bomb, and Buddha will put him out of his misery. A late round then for 9Z4 as they move to the CT side.
Competition, but if you go against me, you the opposition. But if you want to look like you can close the distance, I'ma give it A forever since you're so persistent. With you, I'm just practicing, cause I'm back to back, let's get back to winning. As a matter of fact, I'm not that forgiving, cause you did this to yourself, that's a bad decision. I don't see no one in front of me, you is a ghost, you ain't got a soul. Whoa, always say that they gon' come for me, knowing they won't, they doing the most. Whoa, chasing my, gotta get already, not selling my, you on the, y'all moving, ready to, whoa. the beast, how you think I'm crazy? But none of you critics gon' faze me. So when I talk like this, don't blame me. I know I'm bad with it. Go against the goat, that's bad business. All of y'all are jokes so sad with it. To me, you just a ghost, don't get mad with me. Just, it's a mind, gotta get already. Not selling my, you on the, y'all moving, ready to whoa. I'm the main event, ain't no back before, let's get it. Heartless in the G, yeah. Better get lost, won't get with it. Ain't nobody in front of me. 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 You can try to prove me wrong and try to give respect. But who we looking for if there was no one left? Ain't nobody in front of me. Ain't nobody in front of me. Ain't nobody in front of me. Ain't nobody in front of me.
Heroic are looking sharp to start Dallas, and they are not worried about their tough loss they took at the major in the semi-final. They're looking to bounce back here at Dallas, and it's looking good for them right now. We'll see if 9Z can put up any fight in this CT side. Again, it's a scenario where the pistol feels like a must for 9Z, or at least close to it. And those odds, I think, sum this up so far. Heroic heavily favored right here. Got a P250 out for Cadian, and a couple of nades in the hands of Stown. See what Heroic go for in this pistol.
Shush jigglings, showing some elbow, showing some leg. Max is wondering what sinister plans Heroic have in mind. Oops, took this one in the face. But Tessus is the first one to be lost. Excuse me. Awkward time for a hiccup. 5-4 for 9Z. Wondering about the window. DGT will be keeping some eyes on that, as well as Try. They don't know the full scenario here. We can see Yabby has been left in position as Cadian and Stown move up towards that short area. Oh, Try gets one for free. No one's watching. Super Mario Brothers as Stown tries to hold on to the bomb here. His teammate can't help him just yet, but he comes out at just the right time. Still a man advantage for 9Z. They've got sound cues towards connector. That'll be communicated to David, but can he trade his teammate? The bomb is committed to the A bomb site now with 11 seconds on the clock. Look at Shush trying to force the action here. There's still two players. Is there time to plant this bomb? Indeed there is. The CTs are coming though. There's a 1v1 in it for Yabby. Potentially. He's found the one tap from Yabby. Really? 20 HP needs a headshot. They both do, essentially. Next headshot wins. Buddha's got a kit. But it's only the headshot that matters. Yabby finds it as well. An outrageous clutch. 4 kills in the round. And Cadian recognizes the overperformance, the one taps, the one snaps. Nasty work.
Pure filth from Yabby. Popping heads like he had a ray gun in that round. I don't know how he gets away with it. I thought he was going to get ganged up on the bomb site, but they fight him one by one, and he finds both headshots. I mean, that is just the amount of talent that Heroic have. The fact that he's bottom of the board right now and doing stuff like that. This team is so fun to watch. Not fun for 9Z, though. Not fun to play against, I'm sure. 9Z will buy what they can, but the South American squad struggling right now in this one.
Even though Heroic didn't win the Paris Major, they still give you those dominant champion vibes in many of their matches. 9Z, though, are mounting something of an attempted comeback here on this B bomb site. We've got 2 very quick flags, a flurry of frags for 9Z, trying to do more. Stown's in trouble. And Cadian's got pretty crap range of this Mac 10, still finding a very fast kill, though. And he's rescued the bomb also. Needs to get through to the A bomb site before anybody emerges in that short position. Tags in the back. Now, where does he go with the Mac 10 afterwards? Does he stay close to connector? He surely can't go towards the ramp. That's exactly where he's going with the MAC-10. There's no real ideal scenario with this MAC-10. Unreliable from such a range. Now, once they clear the site, he can pretty much only be ramp. He doesn't have time to rotate round towards the Palace position. Max on the bomb. DGT's got the Galil. And he's not believing it just yet. He's not going to peek. 10-second defuse coming, really? He needs a big swing here. DGT, he ignores him, but he can't avoid the bullets. And that bomb will be defused after all.
I think Cadian was trying to play with the fact that he figured it's very unlikely they have a kit there. So he's hoping he can just find the right sort of timing. But DGT just holding the whole time and means that Cadian can't peek towards the bomb quickly enough. So 9Z find a way back. We'll see if Heroic can themselves try and win a force buy. Definitely would not count them out with some of the shots they've been landing so far. Ooh, damage goes both ways. That's the one AK chunked down low though. So Cadian might give that to a teammate. And Try just taking so much info into top mid. 9Z almost playing a little like Heroic on their CT side. Try's pushing all the way in behind them right now.
It's great to see. You cannot play scared versus Heroic. Got to fight fire with fire. Instantly going for the frag. Doesn't need to pursue this. This team are in position on that A-bomb site. Minute 10 on the clock. What the Heroic choose to do. They know they'll be running into a meat grinder on this A-bomb site. They need to have the threat of presence elsewhere. Yabi and Tessus will be looking for that in the meantime. Down will try to engage on the A-bomb site. Do some fact-finding. Flash push into position. David will deal with him. Oh, that was close.
Oh boy.
He wants the bomb carrier, and there he is. He knows there's one more, and there he goes. It's down then in a 1 versus 4 with 30 seconds on the clock. It's a full force buy from his team. Might be a question of damage here. Oh, man. They are so dangerous. This is almost... These rounds serve as a warning to the other teams in the bracket. Again, we did mention this bracket being a group of death, and it is looking pretty lethal at the moment.
Yeah, even at the end there. Stunner of a shot from Stown, even if it doesn't turn into anything. Great to see 9Z putting up a bit of a fight in this one. I think that's the main thing we were hoping to watch out for in this specific match. This round should be a comfortable one. Just a quick reaction from Try. He's just tapping away. Oh, beautiful from Try. I don't care if it's against pistols. That is clean as hell. Not easy to do that with a silenced M4. Look at Cadian though. How does he find a bomb plant?
Up close to the P250. The job's already done as far as Heroic are concerned. Started this round with double the score of their opponent. That will quickly change now, but it's time for 9Z to find some momentum on their CT side before it's too late. Again, a big ask versus the likes of Heroic. Just got to take it one round at a time.
Tries powering up with that banana, man. Every bite, he seems to get better and better.
His score has quickly bounced back after the nightmare of the first half. He had 1 kill for a very long time. Now he's got 2 1s next to his name.
Gun round in play. Run boost for Tessus. There's a gap in this smoke, which was manufactured by the CTs. And, ooh, big damage. The nade might just do it. Tessus can't dodge that one. 9Z find the early round success.
They are really clearing at that mid position. Not 1, but 2 incendiaries top mid to make sure no one is there. That is costly information that may be crucial. Oh, great grenades. Good spatial awareness from 9Z. Oh, in terms of spatial awareness, David looks to his left. He might find Shush lurking there. Going for a second kill, maybe going too far, but they still have a man advantage, 9Z. 3 on 2. Bomb on the ramp. Down continues to dance and pre-fire. 50 seconds on the clock. There's still chance for a rotation. Still 2 players towards B. Slowly pressing forward. Smoke towards top con. Cadian going for a big pop flash. And 90 have been forced away from this position, but Down carrying the bomb is still looking to clear out more area. Got to be careful about where he chooses to plant the bomb. Grenade in connector as he goes for the open plant. Now the options are available to them. Tries already on the ramp though. That's an important one to clear out. Smoke is up for the time being. Otherwise, maybe a T would be a goner. Hopping over. Cadian must have seen the barrel just in time, but he doesn't get the kill. Try was jumping on the box and he gets both the kills on the CT side.
Yeah, maybe that's why Cadian tries to stick with the AWP when he can. That spray was off, man. Unfortunate, because he had every advantage there. And I think Stown, I think he threw that nade to connector and tried to plant as it blew up. Maybe to just try and make it so that it wouldn't be heard when he planted the bomb. Didn't look like 9Z tried to spam through, so maybe that was effective in getting the bomb down in the first place. Cadian just misses his opportunity, and fair play to try. Joint top of his team now at 13 kills. He has had an incredible start to this CT half. And Heroic decide they need a timeout because suddenly this game has got a little closer than they probably were expecting, considering how dominant they looked.
Suppose the word momentum applies to 9Z here, and that's not something that Heroic will necessarily be comfortable with. It has been 4 rounds in a row for 9Z, 3 of them defuses, so Heroic are getting a certain depth into these rounds, but not quite finishing off the job in the second half. Night and day between the second and the first. 9Z looking much more comfortable.
Ooh, quick B play. Cadian's so low, but who just plays safe on this B site? This is the way to do it. Try and buy time. And that AK is delivering, but Cadian still comes in on the luck. They haven't got that bomb down yet, though, and Buda still has a foothold on the bomb site. Oh, not anymore, though. He's spammed down.
Fantastic angle from Shush. A forward smoke from the CT to try and create some space, but Stown will take control of that. Still more work to be done. He'll hide in the smoke for the time being. The bomb still needs to make it to the bomb site itself, though. You can see the jump peaks from Yavi trying to identify where these CTs might be. I love the patience from Heroics. Down secures more real estate, and DGT is a mile away. Bomb has been planted. Well, there was a pause and an immediate response from Heroic as they finally get their second round of the second half to head to 13.
Yeah, I think Buda did a pretty decent job at surviving. It's just having that Cadian flank was huge. He survives on 2 health on mid initially, and then he just takes out that short player. It allows Heroic to fully focus on the bomb site, and it really cuts down on the angles they have to be concerned about. So Cadian with a great read to get that kill in the back.
Terrorists win.
And Heroic, they take the timeout, and looks like it pays off for them. Back to winning ways. I feel like Heroic have got to be the hardest team to pick who's going to top frag from them. Like most other teams, you're like, okay, you know, Simple's probably going to top frag. Nico. But Heroic, I don't know. Flip a coin on any given day.
Yeah, especially on the CT side. I think it depends on the feel they have versus their opponent, depending on the map and the kind of aggressive plays they make. Like, you know, Tesses, he wasn't even leading in the kills, but he was very active on that CT side, helping Cadian take position. Speaking of position, they've completely avoided that grenade somehow. Wow. They'll quickly slink past Buda, who's been so important on the kills for 9Z. He's got help from DGT as well as Yabi is dropped, and Buda is here to instantly trade But now he's not on an island actually, because Try is here with the AWP and bo1 continues to be a threat. He's clearly been the most important man as far as the fragging is concerned. The impact frags as well as the numbers. 16 kills for him so far, and there's a little more to do, but his job is done for this round. Tessus and Cadian versus Max, Try, and David. They're on the site, David rather. They're on the site. That bomb needs to get planted quick because Max is lurking in that short position. Tessus is in a spot where he could plant for that short area, jiggling, but didn't show enough to bait a shot out. And you can see Max fired enough shots to give the info away. Molly will be smoked off. Do they commit to this bomb plant now? A lot of angles for Cadian to cover as Tessus gets that plant and the frag as well. Max coming a little too late. So communicating that bomb plant from the kitchen, the market position rather, lining up, and there will be a trade. Both making onto the site now, but did Try here Cadian drop? It seems someone did as he starts to focus a little lower. Cadian creeping now. The scope will betray Try. Goes for the flick, but Cadian lands the headshot. 14 for Heroic.
Oh, you just see Heroic perfectly peeking all these angles on the site, giving a shoulder bait, not really giving the fight, just playing for the info. And as soon as they get the bomb down, Tessus gets his gun out just in time to deny that aggression through the smoke. And then they're in a winnable position. Cadian just gets to get back in those apartments. A really powerful spot to be in. He makes the most of it. And 9Z have to win this round now. DGT will win that first fight towards mid, but out through A, Try will deny Tessus early.
Can see the urgency for 9Z in mid, trying to take that away from Heroic time and again. To make life a lot harder. Wow. Ooh. All right, David. Very nice round for 9Z. Everybody gets domed or dropped, punctured on the side of Heroic. That is a confidence-building round for 9Z. More of that, please.
Good to see. And it does mean Heroic have pretty bad money now. This was nice from Try. Not much utility against him, sure, but really consistently landing shots. Definitely important that he stepped up, and the CT side has been good to him. It's B again from Heroic.
Booking it into the bomb site, and Try is in shotgun mode. So far, so good. One shot, one kill. Needs more of that, but Cadian will trade, and that means an AWP is in the hands of Cadian. Quickly given to him by Shush. 3 versus 2. This has been lightning fast. And 9Z, they can't afford to lose these weapons. They can't afford to lose this round. David now 1v2 with the frag onto Cadian. His sounds will be heard though, because someone is here. That man is down, but he can't get the kill. 18 HP for David. Wants to go back, but can't go back and forth too much. There is a kit on the site, almost at the feet of Shush, posting up with that AWP. And David will try to delay his peak enough to get onto the bomb site, but it's just not possible on this occasion. Heroic will move to match point then. Despite his best efforts, 2 frags in the round won't be enough to stop Heroic, making it to 15.
I think the issue there for 9Z is that they were trying to boost Try up towards the B apartments, which is why he's in such an awkward position. But I think they missed the boost initially. So he just kind of got stuck in a terrible position with the AWP, where you're sitting at Van, you're getting run down by pistols. It's a really awkward position to be in. And those B site plays have been pretty effective for Heroic. Just been able to drag them over the line. David gave that a really good go with some clean kills, but not meant to be. And Heroic have themselves a map point.
Stroke of fortune for Yabi as the grenade hits the wrong side of the wall. Oh man, look at the island that bo1 is on. From what we've seen of this game so far, if someone's going to be in this spot, should be bo1. French gun makes it even more difficult for him as he tries to find the first kill. He needs to stay alive as well. The shadow will be seen, but he can't get the kill. The numbers game is overwhelming for Heroic. Yabi trying to do what he can, but a kill feed's like a free-for-all deathmatch server. Down to a 2-on-2 then. As Heroic are on the bomb site, and now Try finds himself alone. TeSeS will head towards the A bomb site. Where does Try go? They seem to know where he is. Shush has the angle, and that will be the end of the line. Despite the effort with the USP, it won't be enough. Heroic just too strong, overwhelming on Mirage.